to, first of all, Mike Smartful. I didn't want to go after the teacher of the year, so thanks. I got a CD with 2,700 pictures on it from the trip. I'll just, trust me, I won't show you all of them. I'm just going to show you some of the best of them. The program was funded by the Department of Education, and in coordination with the U.S. State Department. Didn't have to pay a cent for anything. They even paid for my taxi to the airport, so it was wonderful. I've never been so well in my life. Geography of Georgia, you can see here, it's in central Fox region. Kind of a crossroads between east and west, so a lot of people have traveled to Georgia throughout the years. There's the city of Tbilisi. That's where we spent about half our time, and the rest of the time we took a night train to the city of Batumi. Beautiful city on the Black Sea. And there's a picture of Batumi. They're really trying to develop a tourist area here. See the mountains in the background, beautiful beaches on the Black Sea. Those are a group. A few facts about Georgia. Georgia is the world's second Christian country after Armenia. Georgians have their own language, completely different from Russian. And you can see it's one of the 14 existing alphabets in the world. Georgians are famous for their hospitality, and there's we have the Statue of Liberty. They have the Mother of Georgia, and giving wine to all the guests. Georgia was the first winemaking country in the world, and swore for all the enemies who come into Georgia. Georgia had a very turbulent history, especially after communism fell and they became an independent country in 1991. It became free from the Soviet Union. And the Rose Revolution took place in 2003. The new president was Michael Saakashvili, was a Columbia law grad from New York City. Very close ties with the United States. Georgians are famous for their hospitality. You'll see that in a second. These were two hosts that were with us, just wonderful people who were with us the whole time. Made it, they're both economic professors. Do a lot for economic education in Georgia. Georgia's an amazingly beautiful country. I really didn't know anything about it before I was picked. And the Georgian legend we heard many times there that said, like, God was dividing earth among the nations. Georgians were drinking wine and feasting and were ladies. The God then said that he would give the Georgians God's land that he saved for himself if the Georgians would greet every visitor with a table full of food and wine. We spent 2 days in Washington, D.C. There were some representatives from the Georgian embassy. And we had a send-out breakfast on Friday morning here in Capitol Hill. And that was a worker for Jim Ramsden. Came by also someone from Senator Coleman's office came by as well. The best part was visiting the schools, interacting with the kids. Just wonderful kids, amazingly respectful. And some pictures of them. And some Armstrong shirts made it to Georgia, so that was fun. You can see the infrastructure is not good in the schools, but there was great learning and teaching going on. And a big thing that the National Council of Economic Education is doing is translating lesson plans into Georgian. The National Council of Economic Education funds CEED, which is Center for Economic Education. They translate books, have an Olympics for economics in the country. And supplying demand curves. Any language can read those. There was the principal. The principal also taught some classes, so Dave, I don't know if that's a good idea for you. This was a professor who came with us, just a wonderful person, Nancy Lane, professor from Northern Kentucky. High school students were wonderful there. A big reform in the education in 2003. It wasn't your test scores, but you paid the most bribes to get into college. Professors made like $200 a month, and to get into college, you actually had to pay a bribe. That was reformed with the Rose Revolution in 2003. Now it's all based on the test score. If you do good on the test, you get into college. Again, I didn't know much about Georgia. It was this incredible, incredibly rich culture. We got some dancing pictures here. Everywhere we went, they were just throwing the schools and the dance with us. They all wear daggers as part of the male outfit. I got a little video clip here, some dancing.